Hey there, Cowboys fan. Today, we've got to talk about something that no one wants to hear, Dak Prescott's latest injury. Yeah, it's tough news, especially with how the season's been going. After a hard-fought game, Dak came out with a partial avulsion of his hamstring tendon, and if you're wondering what that means, let me break it down. It's basically where the tendon partially tears away from the bone. Not only does that sound painful, but it also means Dak is looking at a recovery time that's way longer than any of us hoped for. Now, you might be thinking, how long are we talking here? Right now, early reports suggest he could be out for more than 4 weeks, a huge hit for our Cowboys, who are already trying to pull themselves back up. Dak was looking for some second opinions on this injury, so he hasn't officially been placed on the injured reserve yet, but things aren't looking too good. And for a team that's already 3-5, we've got a bit of an uphill battle ahead. What do you think? Do you believe Dak can bounce back and get back to top form? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And hey, if you're enjoying these updates and want to keep up with all things Cowboys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment with Cowboys News TV. Your support means a lot to us and helps us reach our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Alright, Cowboys fan. With Dak out, all eyes are turning to Cooper Rush. It's definitely a high-stakes moment for him, and the pressure is on. Now, we've seen Cooper step up before. You probably remember his solid performances last season when he filled in for Dak. He led us to 4 wins in 5 games, proving he's more than just a backup. He's a guy who can hold his own when things get tough. But this season, with so much riding on every game, Cooper has to bring his A game. The big question is, can Cooper handle the job this time around? Well, his career record as a starter is 5-1, which isn't too shabby at all. He knows this offense, and he's shown he can be reliable under pressure. But you know how it goes in the NFL. Every week is a new challenge, especially when you're facing defenses that know you're the next man up. I'm curious to hear what you think. Do you trust Cooper to keep the Cowboys afloat while Dak is out? Do you think he has what it takes to get us through this tough stretch? Let's get a quick poll going in the comments. Just drop a yes if you're confident in Cooper or a no if you have doubts. Your opinion counts, and I'll be reading through those comments to see where everyone stands. And before we keep rolling, here's a quick reminder. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. We're here to keep you updated on everything Cowboys, from the big plays to the behind-the-scenes stories. By subscribing, you're helping us grow and reach more fans just like you. Let's hit that 12,000 subscriber milestone together. So go ahead, hit subscribe, and let's keep the Cowboys news coming. Now here's where things get interesting. While Cooper Rush takes over for Dak, there's another player we need to talk about, Trey Lance. You might be wondering, is this guy really ready to step up? Well, Jerry Jones sure thinks so. In a recent interview, he said there's a window for Lance in the offense, meaning they might start using him in specific plays or situations. It's not just about getting him on the field, it's about adding a new dimension to our game. Lance is young, only 24, but he's got some serious potential, especially with his mobility. Jerry mentioned that Lance is a big threat with his legs, and that's something that could really shake things up. Imagine him coming in for a few plays, keeping the defense guessing. It's a whole different dynamic that we haven't seen with Dak or even Cooper. Sure, Lance is still green, but that's also what makes him so unpredictable, and let's not forget, the Cowboys invested in him for a reason. They traded for him back in August 2023, and though he only has 4 NFL starts, he's learning and adapting. Lance came out of North Dakota State, and while he might not have tons of experience yet, he's got the athleticism and drive to make things interesting. Could he be the secret weapon Dallas needs to turn this season around? So here's a question for you. Do you think Lance should get more opportunities too? So what he's got, should he be given a more active role? even if it's just in certain packages. Let's get a vote going in the comments. Type yes if you think Lance should see the field more often, or no if you think it's too soon. I can't wait to see what you all think. And a quick shout out to those of you tuning in and following along with us. If you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time. Hit that subscribe button and help us bring even more Cowboys content straight to you. We're aiming for 12,000 subscribers, and your support really makes a difference. Plus, it's the easiest way to make sure you don't miss any updates about players like Lance and what's next for the Cowboys. Alright, so here's something that's been sparking a lot of debate. The Cowboys didn't add another quarterback at the trade deadline. Some fans thought it was a risky move, but the team decided to roll with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance as the backups. So what does this decision really say about the team's mindset? Well, it might mean they're confident in the depth they already have. By not bringing in another QB, the Cowboys are showing trust in both Rush and Lance. It's a big vote of confidence, especially for Lance, who's still getting his footing in the NFL. This decision could be a signal that they believe Lance has potential to grow into a larger role, and maybe even a future as a solid backup or more. But of course, sticking with what we have is a bit of a gamble. One more injury, and things could get even messier. Was it a smart move? That's up for debate. In the end, the Cowboys are betting that their current roster has enough to pull through, even if it means facing tough situations head-on. So what do you think? Should the Cowboys have played it safe and brought in another quarterback, or do you think sticking with Rush and Lance was the right call? Drop a safe if you think we needed more security, or bold if you like this gutsy move. I'm curious to see where the fan base stands on this one. And if you haven't joined the Cowboys News TV family yet, now's a perfect time. By subscribing, you're not just staying in the loop, you're helping us build a community of fans who live and breathe Cowboys football. Let's make it to that 12,000 subscriber goal together. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and stay with us for all the inside scoop. So here we are, Cowboys fan. As we look ahead, everything seems to hinge on two things: how well Cooper and Lance can hold down the fort and when Dak Prescott will be back. We know Dak's been through a lot over the years, from that brutal ankle injury to thumb and calf issues. He's a fighter, no doubt, but every injury just adds another challenge to his comeback trail. The question on everyone's mind is, what will the Cowboys look like when he's back? Right now, we're at 3-5, and the road to the playoffs is looking tougher by the day. But with Dak's leadership and experience, there's still a chance we can turn things around. We've seen him come back strong before, and if he can stay healthy, he might just be able to lead us to a late-season surge. But let's hear it from you. How do you see this playing out? Will Dak's return bring the spark we need to make a playoff run, or do you think the challenges this season might be too much? Share your predictions in the comments below. This one's big, so let's get everyone's take: optimistic, realistic, or somewhere in between. And hey, thanks for sticking with Cowboys News TV through all the highs and lows. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're always up to speed with the latest Cowboys news. Your support is what keeps us going, and together, we're building a strong community of Cowboys fans. Let's hit that 12,000 subscriber mark and keep growing. Until next time, stay tuned and let's keep cheering for our boys.